What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Jack's Abbey Craft Lagers, and they are out of Framingham, Massachusetts, and this is their Bohemian Dawn. So this is a Czech Pale Lager that comes in at 4.4% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed, time of review, and this can is approximately 7 weeks old. So last year, I think it was early spring, I reviewed their Bohemian Dusk, which was a Czech-style dark lager. This is essentially the pale version. And this one is brewed with heritage Czech malt varieties and Saaz hops, double decoction mashed, and naturally carbonated. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. It's Jack's Abbey, and they usually don't miss for me. Now, I'm reviewing this as a shelfie beer for the month of May 2024, and I could not be more excited for a shelfie beer than this one. Try to generate a decent head here. Now, a couple friends of mine really enjoy this one, including a very good friend of mine and viewer of the channel, Rick. He said he loved this one. He was curious to see my thoughts on it. I remember him checking it in and being like, this is a great beer. Maybe, what did he say? He said like perfection in a glass or something. He loved it. I usually gravitate towards darker lagers, but if you're going to give me a low ABV lager of some sort, usually German Helles lagers, but then I start kind of gravitating towards Czech Pilsners and Czech Pale Lager. So this has that beautiful kind of unfiltered kind of look to it, but a little bit of haziness to it. You know, it has a good clarity. You can see my hand through it, but there's a gentle haze. Could be chill haze, like I said, could be a little bit of an... I'm pretty sure this is unfiltered. I mean, a lot of these... you know, most lagers are filtered, but a lot of these breweries are doing it where they leave it somewhat unfiltered, so you have a little bit of haze to it. But I mean, it has a pretty good clarity. It could be just chill haze. I could just be buzzing hard. Anyway, a finger of this bright white, fluffy looking head, very fluffy. Like a lot of times I'll say soap sudsy. This is fluffy. It has good carbonation. It kind of plays the role for what you're looking for out of a Czech Pale Lager. Let's get a nose. Yep. It has that kind of spicier basiousness that I get with Saaz hops. Maybe a little bit of a floral aspect, but underneath that, there's a lot of like bready, biscuity kind of malt character. A touch of like a lemon zest, orchard fruits a little bit. Yeah, like an apple. And a lot of times I'll say like closer to the core. This is more like a red apple skin. Smells really nice. Yeah, I mean, it plays the role of what you're looking for, I think, out of the style. If you're going to go to the store and you're going to, you know, try to buy a Czech-style pale lager or a Czech pale lager in general, I think this would fit the bill based on the aroma. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Oh, yeah. So much like German Helles lagers, the reason I like those beers is because I love the complex bready note I get from Helles lagers. That sourdough, intense breadiness from front to back. This has that to some degree. However, because of the Saaz hops, hit with this beautiful, spicy, herbaceous kind of floral finish. Almost like peppery. It's just a beautiful, lingering finish. Yeah, I mean, this is, off a couple sips, this is delicious. Buying this is like straight up medium body, 4.4%. Impressive. It's not thin, it's not watery, it's done extremely well. The mouthfeel, very effervescent. There's a ton of spritzy carbonation. This is moderate to like full-on carbonated, but not too brash on the palate. It doesn't attack the palate in a negative way. It's just very crisp. It's a crispy boy. It's very smooth too going down. The taste, pretty much what I said was in the nose carried over for the most part. Front of the palate. Bready, biscuity. You get a little bit of that sourdough bread. Just has a richer kind of bready kind of characteristic. Dives underneath the palate as it passes through. Different hints of citrus fruit. There's a little bit of lemon, maybe a touch of like even a lime. And then it transitions into the orchard fruit, more to that red apple skin. I don't know what that sound was from my throat, but not cool. A little bit of like a pear. And then on the finish, that spicy, herbaceous floral finish. This one finishes full-on dry, mild to moderate bitterness, smack dab in the middle. The reason why I like Czech Pale Lagers and Czech Pilsners more so than German-style Pilsners, I always find the bitterness to be a little less intense. The beer as a whole is a little bit more balanced, and it's just my preference. 4.4%. You can tell it's 4.4% because it's a lighter drinking beer, but the flavor is outstanding for something that's sub 5%, sub 4.5%. Beautiful beer. There's not much more to say about it. One more sip. Yeah, super crushable, easygoing. Just a great Czech Pale Lager. Now, what is that, a moth or something? Hey, get out of here, stupid moth. Anyway, I would say that, for me anyway, when it comes to the style, again, I lean more towards the darker style Czech lagers. So this isn't as good as the Bohemian Dusk, but that's a personal opinion. So Bohemian Dawn from Jack's Abbey, I'm going to give this a high 4.25 out of 5. I'm going to go 4.3 out of 5. I still think it's a delicious beer. I'm going to have to, fucking moth. I think it's a moth, but I'm going to get it. Anyway, 4.3 out of 5. I think that's a very good beer, and quite tasty for the style. And again, if you like the style, you probably like it a lot more than I do, and I'm already giving it a pretty high rating, so it is what it is. Anyway, price point availability, $13.99 a 4-pack, and that's fine for something like this. I'd like to see a little bit cheaper, like everything in life, but can't really complain for a $13.99 a 4-pack. All day, every day. And availability is Jack's Abbey. Again, I'm reviewing this as a shelf of beer for the month of May 2024. And if you can get Jack's Abbey stuff, you probably have seen this one. Jack's Abbey gets into a bunch of different states. Go to their website. I'm pretty sure they have a beer finder. But if you can find Jack's Abbey stuff, you might be able to pick this one up. So if you've had this one before, post in the comment section and let me know what you think about it. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. And until the next one, cheers. Oh yeah, did I say how clean this is on the palate too? Very clean, and again, very well balanced. That's the reason I like this style, and those go hand in hand. So anyway, cheers.